Welcome to our VAR brand tables, where I bring you my reaction video to SOlO, a Star Wars story, a Kathleen Kennedy led Lucasfilm Star Wars film expedition extravaganza. That is going to be some bullshit. That equals probably the level of droids when we were kids, when Disney messed up Star Wars before. So if anybody remembers that, remember how horrible and craptastic it was? And you also remember how craptastic The Last Jedi was, forever ruining Star Wars and forever actually ruining blockbuster films to the point that there's really no need to even go to the movies after Infinity War ever again. Basically, we're going to be at home watching YouTube level quality shows from large studios putting together bullshit. We've reached the point of critical mass where everyone in charge is a low quality scam bullshit artist. And they need to be re-rated over, goddammit. So now I'm going to go surf and find SOlO trailer. Oh, there it is. It's the first actual. Look at these. The bicyclist mouse over at Disney paying this bread so the people watch this stupid ass trailer. I'm not going to go see it. Bootleg everything at the Infinity War. Straight up. Bootleg everything. Probably at the Ant-Man and Wasp. Because Ant-Man is one of the best. Oh, the extended trailer, baby. Alright. Get ready. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. 2:28. And we away. So in about 5 minutes, I'm going to be done watch this. So the 5-minute mark, if you want to jump ahead, you can see what I think of it if you want to jump ahead. But for right now, I may pay for this YouTube cable though while waiting this intermission. Oh yeah, we about to do it. This gonna be it. Uh-oh. Rock music. So that means that they ain't figured out that I'm trying to hear Voltron and Star Wars level epicness on the score, so more trash. Oh, the Millennium Falcon actually was clean. I'm not gonna be fooled by that because Last Jedi was beautiful. Oh, hell to the... Oh, I'm definitely not seeing this. This is that moment. This is definitely the moment.
That might be the only person. Who knows?
I can't even watch no more. This is that moment when Mark Hamill asked that hack who directed The Last Jedi, I'm surprised that's how you see Luke. For somebody to hire Childish Gambino corny ass like he's the reincarnated younger version of Billy D. Williams, this is stupid already.
So you want to make a difference? Yeah.
Already thumbs down. This is some bullshit. Now you're gonna show me the movie in the trailer now, the extended trailer. Alright. It ain't no score in this. Y'all already showed me that scene. He is not Lando Calrissian. Y'all could have found anybody to be better. And then this music play after it. Kathleen Kennedy's an idiot. Woody Harrelson is not Star Wars just because they had Merle in Guardians of the Galaxy. That works because Guardians of the Galaxy is pretty much an obscure comic. Don't want to offend any fanboys, but an obscure Marvel comic, or Marvel had to go to the well and try to find some content and then think outside the box of their own actual comic canon, etc., and create a franchise. This tried to do the same thing and failed miserably for me. And I usually like Woody Harrelson, but Woody Harrelson is not Mary Poppins, bitch. It's not gonna pop off like that. And they need to stop making movies based off of relating something to something else and then trying to take the next relatable guy and trying to recreate that moment or recreate the image when this is Star Wars and you got to actually make Star Wars. Because if you can't recreate Star Wars, then that means you don't know how to make money, period. If you don't know how to do Star Wars, if you couldn't come up with a great Star Wars and make everybody fall in love with it, whereas kids running around here thinking they're in the X-Wings, Millennium Falcons, A-Wing fighters, then you failed. And Kathleen Kennedy has failed horrifically. She doesn't understand. If you make Star Wars about the women, then all you have to do is show a montage of the women training. Even Canon Films got that right in simple movies that are horrible, like Ninja the Dominatrix. That's just how bad The Last Jedi is. In that Canon Films made better movies than The Last Jedi. So in this movie, are we going to see actually Han Solo train to become a pilot and get all the cool pilot shit that we should get? Or is this going to be an SJW, social justice warrior convention where they feminazi scrub all the conflict out of it, never have any conflict resolution that actually deals with what Star Wars is about, which is space battles, gun blasters, ninjas in outer space with lightning saber swords, or Jewish space ninjas fighting Nazis. And if they're doing that, it was done in a gateway possibility where, just like the cartoon mouse, you don't know it's that if you're a child. You don't know that. And also, if you fail Star Wars, you fail to return America back to the only time it actually had a gateway, moral, principled, true property across all boards, races, and creeds in America, at least. It's the only time America actually had moral fiber as a gateway for children. So, Kathleen Kennedy, you failed. This Solo is a joke because the guy he's not Harrison Ford. You should have just made this like a cartoon and put it on TV and asked Harrison Ford for his likeness and for his voice. And he could have did a grizzled. Because real talk, River Phoenix is dead. And people stopped trying to do Harrison Ford a long time ago after River Phoenix. And when they tried again, it failed again. When they tried with Shia LaBeouf. So they need to cut the whole idea with trying to redo Han Solo Star Wars, and try and spin it off like it's some, oh no, out of the Star Wars canon, but in the Star Wars universe, but out of the canon, but into the universe if it fucks up. Because Kathleen Kennedy is fucking up blockbusters. And after this, nothing will ever make a large amount of money again. Ever. Alright. This is BARR signing out. And on that never making a large amount of money ever by blockbusters, after the Marvel properties are pretty much ruined, which they will ruin, just like back in the day, when all the cartoon properties were ruined. That's why they had to be launched with dark ideas and flirt around the comic code. They're going to ruin that too. And if the Bicyclist Mouse doesn't own DC in the long term, you're never going to get any great gateway properties or moral-based gateway great properties for children. And children are missing out. Because it's really a moral tragedy that little boys don't have Millennium Falcons and little girls don't want to have two little braids on the side of their head rolled up in cinnamon buns and walk around make zhoo zhoo noises. And it's sad. It's really sad. It really has no imagination, and it doesn't make them want to create peace to go to the next era or go to outer space. Because you can't go out of outer space. You got simple ass problems like racism and all of that. So this is a step back for us socially to Star Wars, taking the hit that it's taking in quality from Kathleen Kennedy and making it into this feminazi scrub thing that's going on. And this is from somebody who knows definitely everything about any of those issues. But Star Wars needs to be fixed, and Kathleen Kennedy needs to be fired because she's doing a horrific job at this. And the only reason why they can say that she's doing a good job is because she's generating money, but that's a false profit. And if they try to go to the marketing, even that's a false profit, because George Lucas wasn't making a large return off of merchandising given the Kenner contract at the time. So the driving force of the marketing and everything else is not really seeing a return. And if we go in the stores, there's Star Wars stuff there. And I was a kid when Star Wars was going on every generation of the toys. And that is what created pretty much the economy and everything that we have going on, from Black Friday, crazy Christmases, and all of that. So that means that the little bit of fire that we see, then that means that we're not on fire. Then that means that we're not doing or operating with the same fiber of moral anything. So America is taking a step back. Star Wars not being a great way property for children is really going to hurt America. And it's just a travesty. It's like really just, what do you raise your kids on? What do you raise your kids on? And just Kathleen Kennedy has to be fired. Like, Star Wars being wounded kind of beyond repair is it's a blow. It's a complete blow. It's one of the reasons why everything is dismal in America. So Kathleen Kennedy's got to go. Star Wars needs to be properly done, because Star Wars is what actually helps America when it comes to the tone of what America is, comes to the gateway ideas of what America can be, is when Star Wars is being Star Wars. And right now, this shit ain't Star Wars. And if it ain't Star Wars, that means it's whack as hell, to be honest. Because if it ain't no Star Wars, then, I mean, what the fuck is any of this shit? Why is anybody buying anything? Why are we getting anything if Star Wars sucks? Like, why go buy a new refrigerator? Why get a new iPhone? Why do any of it? Why do any of it? So you just gotta ask yourself. Star Wars created every hustler that you see in America in our generation. Period. Period. If you don't like Star Wars in our generation, then you definitely ain't made no bread. Because I know you ain't never wanted nothing hard enough to go get nothing. Nothing. So if you don't like Star Wars, I already know you ain't no hustler. So you can't even be around me. So you need to move around. But with the way Star Wars is, we're not going to have no entrepreneurial spirits. Because there's nothing in the gateway to make any kid go get anything if Star Wars is tough. Nothing to make anybody go get up off their ass if Star Wars is ass. So Star Wars has to improve, because that is the gateway to any kid, to Kiyosaki, anything financial, any type of energy to get up off his ass and do something Star Wars connected to. And if you don't know that, then I know you huff. I know you ain't ever did nothing. Man, it's crazy. Star Wars, man. They gotta fix that. Like, for real. Like, for real. Star Wars, they done made it into, like, Jason on New Line Cinema off Paramount or something, man. Star Wars on Canon Films, man. Shit's horrible, man. It's like I'm living a nightmare. Man. We gotta do something, get Kathleen Kennedy out of there and get Star Wars back to being what it is. And not in the hand of no Trekkie neither. In the hand of people who really know Star Wars. For real.